website is nothing more than a series of pages linked together. The pages on your website will be linked together by your site's main navigation structure, any secondary navigation structure, and hyperlinks. In this lesson, we're going to talk about your site's main navigation structure and learn how to add navigation to your pages. Whether you realize it or not, you already created the basis for your site's main navigation structure when you created your pages in Plan View. Your site's main navigation structure contains links to your top-level and secondary pages. It typically appears on every page of your website. So let's look again at our Plan View. Look through your pages. Make sure all the top-level and secondary pages that you want are created in Plan View. If they're not, then go ahead and create them at this time. After you're finished, double-click on your master so that it opens in Design View. Since your site's main navigation structure will appear on every page, it's easiest to go ahead and place it on the master. Your site's main navigation will be contained in a menu bar. To create a menu bar, go to Object, Insert Widget, and then hover over Menu. From there, you can choose either a horizontal or a vertical menu bar. We've chosen horizontal. You'll then see the place gun over your page. Go ahead and click to place the menu. As you can see here, all of our top-level pages are listed and linked to in the menu bar. Now, the menu bar we just created only contains our top-level links. We also want to include our secondary pages. To do this, use the Selection tool to select the menu bar, and then select the Editing Options icon, which is this little triangle icon here. When you click that, you'll see the Options menu open. Go to the Menu Type drop-down and select All Pages. Now you can see our secondary pages are displayed in the menu. Now let's talk about changing the orientation or size of a menu bar. Your menu bar's orientation refers to whether it's a vertical or horizontal menu bar. You can change the menu's orientation even after you've placed it on the page. To do this, click the Selection tool and select your menu bar. Click once more on the Editing Options icon, and in the Direction drop-down, you can change the direction. You can see it changes that automatically. But we're going to stick with our horizontal. To change the menu's bar size, you can drag the handles around the menu. To change a button size in the menu bar, use the Selection tool and select an individual button. Drag the handle until you're happy with the size. You can also add icons in addition to or instead of text labels that appear on the buttons. To create the icons, you can use a fill color or small images. The image must still be clear after the icon is created. To add an icon to the menu, use the Selection tool to select the menu, and click on the Editing Options icon. Right here where it says Show Left icon, click that checkbox. You'll see a small gray box appear to the left of all of your labels. Click on one of the gray boxes. Once that's selected, go to the Fill panel to either add a fill color or to set a background image. Now if you don't want text labels to appear on the buttons, click once more on the Edit Options button and uncheck the box beside Show Label. You can see our text labels disappear. Now let's talk about formatting a menu bar. The menus in Muse CC have 4 states. Normal, which is the color of the button when nobody's interacting with it. Rollover, which is the color of the button when the user puts their mouse pointer over it. Mouse down, the color of the button when someone clicks on the button. And active, which is the color of the button that links to the current page. By default, these states are in different shades of gray in Muse CC. You can change these colors and even add gradients to further customize the look of your menu. To format your menu bar, use the Selection tool and select the menu. Now use the Selection tool again to select a button in the menu. Now go to the States panel by going to Window, States. In this panel, you can see the states for the selected button. Click on a state in the States panel. Now go to the Fill panel and click on the word Fill. Select either solid or gradient for the fill type, and then select a color for the state. If you choose a gradient, make sure you select both a beginning and an ending color. Also, you can set your focal point, or the percentage of the first color of your gradient, and choose if you want a horizontal or vertical gradient. Once you've made your selections, the changes are made to the buttons for you. Select your colors for the rest of the states as well by selecting a state in the States panel, and then again choosing your colors in the Fill panel. And again, the changes are made to the page for you. If you're curious how that looks, remember that you can preview it in your page browser and see how the buttons respond when you hover over them or click on them. Now, you may not want all of your top-level or secondary pages appearing in your menu. For example, let's say you have a career page as a top-level page, but you don't want it to appear in the main navigation. To take care of this, go to your plan view, and then right-click on the page that you don't want to appear. Click on Page Properties. The Page Properties dialog box opens. Click on the Options button. In the Menu Options drop-down, click on Exclude Page from Menus, and then click OK. If you go back into your master, you can see that that page is not included in our menu.